one recommendation I can make is make sure you have about a week's worth of time available, because this is going to take forever. What's going on, everybody? Today is a great day because we are installing the autopilot on the boat today. We already got our spot picked out where we're going to put it, and we are moving some stuff around on the dash. We are disconnecting the radio, and we'll be moving that first. It will be going right up here where the radio is, and we're going to move that right there. Fantastic. The autopilot will be a great addition to the boat for when we're offshore fishing or just going long distances when we go to the Bahamas. Just being able to sit back, relax, or you don't have people like my little brother or dad here driving in S-turns. Josh, called a few names out there.
I'm offended by it. I don't know that I drive like that.
So it'll be good for that. Free up the hands, just set the boat on a heading or in a direction, and we're good to go. Our biggest problem is going to be getting this circle right there, because we don't have a circle cut that big. So that is going to be our problem right now. Probably one of many. That shouldn't be as difficult. I said that before though. All right, we got our hole cut out. We got the 4 screws cut out as well where we need to put them. We also got some silicone we're going to go ahead and use for the screws. We'll be ready to put that back in. We're just going to put a touch of sealant or silicone around the radio, mount it up, plug it back in. We'll be done for today. We'll be back tomorrow to finish up the install. All right, new day. We had to order some more parts. We stopped working on it that day, but we finally have the right stuff to make it work. The pump that was equipped with the autopilot that I bought didn't come with anywhere near enough fittings, the wrong fittings. Those were the ones that came with it. So I ended up ordering this kit off of Amazon. I'll put the link in the description box below. It's gonna go ahead and it's gonna work. We've mapped it out, it's gonna work. We know what fittings have to go where. I'm gonna show you that on the boat once we get to that point. But I'll put the link in the description for these extra hoses that you need to buy that did not come with it, so you can have those, so you don't have to go through the headache like we did. Because today is already a week later and we still don't have anything else installed except for moving the radio and putting the autopilot up there. So we're gonna go ahead and get to that. We're gonna go ahead and mount the pump first and then get everything hooked up. One thing to keep in mind when you're mounting your pump, make sure it's within close proximity to your steering pump, because you only have so much cable to work with. So we think we're gonna put it right there. We have a nice flat surface. Won't have too many kinks. Nice and close, get the job done. Got the pump mounted. Now we're gonna go ahead and install the hoses, but we're not gonna fill the system yet. We're gonna get everything else done. We're just gonna get the hoses connected, then fill the system up. All right, so now that I've got the pump mounted, we gotta mount the computer. I think you're gonna go ahead and mount it up over there. All right, so we've got some work done, and it's rained and it's about to rain, but we've got our cord ran for our compass. Our compass is gonna go up top up there. It's the only spot we can put it. So we got the cable ran down that pipe out to there. We have a secondary screw in, oh, sorry, for our computer right there. So we got the computer mounted right there. Lightning popping off. Trying to put this compass in. And that's all the hardware. Should be a plug and play after that, as well as running the new hydraulics. And then after that, I think we're ready for a sea trial to get it all married up and working together as one. So that should be pretty fun. We're just hoping to get this done before the rain comes and get the steering done as well. All right, y'all, I'm sure these plug and play directions are simple for smart people, but they still don't seem very simple. We're trying to connect them all here and look at them in here, and run into a little bit of trouble. They gave us a bunch of connections though, so we're just trying to figure it out. But I think we may be done for the day and try and finish it up next day. All right, so just filling you guys in. It's a couple of days later, climbing into the boat here, but Dad was able to get the hydraulic pump set up finally. And you can see the lines there. He's got the the T's up top there, and we went straight down to 90-degree elbows. I'm gonna get another view from the other side real quick, actually, because I realize this view with the sun is not great. All right, so as you can see, we got some 90-degree elbows in there. He actually ended up going back to another hydraulic store and buying them. I believe it was Boat Owner's Warehouse. He was able to find these 3 90-degree elbows, put those in, went ahead and connected it, switched these out to T's, got those, so that way you go straight to your normal hydraulic, those go to the motor, and then this is your little diversion over your pump that will go ahead and turn the motor. And I guess all that we need to do is connect that, and that tells the pump and the motor and all that which direction the motor's facing and all that good stuff. That is what's going to connect to our pump there. This will connect to our battery when we're all said and done. And I think this is this one goes in the middle of our NMEA 2000 setup there, so that way it has power all the way across. And there's one more that goes, oops, sorry about that, goes up there, and that's the one that goes up to the compass. So we're getting there, slowly working our way to the end, hopefully. And I think this is the last piece we needed for our wiring for our NMEA 2000 backbone here. I'm gonna put you inside there. You see we got it all connected. We just need to connect to the batteries and connect to the pump in the back of the SIMRAD as well, the actual head unit. And I think we'll be okay. That's me today's project. Hopefully we can get done. Maybe take the boat out for a little bit, test it out. And I think this project is finally almost coming to an end. So I'm gonna see where, I'm gonna go ahead and get plugging this in so we can be done. Slight change of plans. What we're gonna go ahead and do is we found out that I have a switch that has 2 fuses coming out, and that's my electronic switch that I turn on to operate my 2 SIMRADs there. And they also have left us an open negative. So we're just gonna go ahead and connect the 2 positives straight on there, and then put the 2 negatives together into there, and that should give us power. So whenever we go to turn on the 2 SIMRADs here, this will fire up as well, because that runs independently. And in the operating manual, it says that this does not have an on-off switch. As long as there's power to the network, the NMEA 2000 network, it will be on. So those batteries don't have a switch, so it would have always been on. So if we do that, hopefully there's enough power, we can avoid having to do a turn knob or a on-off switch, and that will be our on-off switch right there. It's alive for now. It hasn't done much though since it said SIMRAD. Oh, see, look at that now. See? That popped up, that's new.
Yeah.
An autopilot is very useful navigational aid, but it does not, under circumstances, replace a human navigator.
Me.
Do not use automatic steering in heavy traffic areas, narrow waters. Really done. Tenant. All right, except ooh. English.
Jake, can you do me a favor and just put these back on my...
We're in America. We're gonna do miles per hour, miles, feet.
Jake.
Local time offset.
Jake.
Crap, I don't know. Oh wow, look at that. So we've got this SIMRAD is hooked up to the cable network that this one's connected to. I didn't change anything, but we have another option here for the autopilot, and then also it says a south heading 29 degrees. That's impressive. You see that? That's neat.
What'd you say?
Right here now, that also has our heading already, and that popped up and we didn't change anything just by connecting it. Let's do system, or what is it?
Is that the autopilot?
No, this one is, but I'm just trying to see.
I'll watch it.
Time is -4. Autopilot commissioning required. All right, well, we're gonna figure out this. Data sources have not been set up now. Do you want to set up sources now? I'm gonna go ahead and read a little bit before I continue clicking on this thing. We're gonna go ahead and read the manual. But that pretty much does it for our little install here. Hopefully this video was a little more helpful. Maybe in another video I will show the continuing of the autopilot setup. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and read. If y'all like that video, hit the like button. Smash the subscribe button for what I've been told. Isn't that right, Jake?
Don't destroy it so it turns red again, but make sure it's gray.
Make sure it's gray. Signing off.
Signing off.